Hello and namaste to everyone. I hope everyone are doing good and healthy. Welcome to our 8th episode of Youth Sustainability Dialogue. I am Prakhar Gupta, your host for the series. Guys, today I'm really excited for today's session because our guest for today is from a Swan livelihood family. She has hosted various series before. She has hosted digital marketing series on a YouTube channel. You might all know her. She is Harshita. She's a young change maker, host for Project I Create, a youth entrepreneur, a digital marketer, and pursuing her masters from Chandigarh University. Welcome, Harshita, to a new episode. How are you doing?
Hello, Prakhar. Thank you for having me here. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's start again. Welcome, Harshita, to a new episode. How are you doing?
First of all, thank you for having me here. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, and first of all, I would like you to tell us about your journey, from starting and up till now.
So, I'm from Delhi basically, and my journey is pretty much like every kid only, like every kid. In my school time, I was an average student, not very good with studies. And after my 10th, I went to Hyderabad, which is one of the most turning point in my like studies time, because there I've started studying and I scored pretty good marks as compared to my studies I was doing over here, because you have less friends and all, then you
Yeah,
focus more on studies. So yeah, that was one of the most turning point in my life when I visited Hyderabad for 2 years. Then college also, I was just like anybody else, uh, taking my classes, bunking some of them, enjoying my, not very serious about my future and career. But after graduation, it hits you like, when you actually think what you have to do now next. So then I have decided that during my, in 11th and 12th, and during my graduation, I developed a lot of interest in marketing. I used to do few gigs during like a little bit of content writing during my graduation, but I was not very serious. All I just wanted to do was a job in corporate, and that was it. But after graduation, suddenly it hits that there are no good jobs available. Like, after graduation, how much does a company pays you? um, Not more than 20,000 for a, a business student. If you are from
right.
management background, you're getting very limited jobs, and that too, you're not getting paid that much. So then I decided that I want to do something on my own. I don't want to just work for 20,000 and working like
So what did you did in your like graduation, undergraduation?
I did BBA from IT University. I completed my BBA in 2019, just before COVID hit it. So in after during my graduation only, I did a digital marketing course from Delhi only, and then I did few internships in digital marketing, and then I started doing freelancing, like during COVID. But during COVID, when everybody was, I was like, for 1 year, I had decent number of clients. I was like getting nice. But after an year, when COVID, around second wave of COVID, suddenly there were no clients for me. Like, I was not getting clients. I don't know. And that time I realized that everybody is into learning digital marketing themselves. because during COVID time nobody had anything to do, and they started doing digital marketing themselves, because everybody realized that digital marketing is important for business. And then that was a little, rough patch in my career time. Now after that, during for 6 months around, I was not getting any clients, and I was like very stressed during that. After that, I worked on my website. Worked on my skills, and and I started getting clients. And now I'm doing MBA in marketing and HR, and with that all I do my freelancing in digital marketing. And yeah, that's all about it. Now, as we know that I am doing my MBA and digital marketing, so many people. Yeah, Prakhar, are you back?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
it's
Actually,
okay.
there was
It's
some
okay.
network issues. Right.
It's fine.
I'm glad you have a hosting experience.
So
Right.
yeah, that's all about me.
Oh, I have to like see the briefing of that later.
So I'll just tell you then what I told. Like after working on my skills, sometimes
Mhm.
people don't understand that skills are more important than money.
Right.
And yeah, when you're running behind money, money will never come to you. And if when you run behind skills, money will automatically follow you.
That 3-day dialogues that from movie periods. Chase
Yeah.
excellence, and that then you will
Yeah.
achieve
That's
success.
the
Right.
dialogue. Yeah. Come. Yeah. I stole it from
Yeah.
there only.
Oh, great. We all steal it from there.
Yes.
That's the quality of 3 idiots. Yeah. So you explained your whole journey, like how you came up with your interest in digital marketing and other areas. So can you explain a bit about digital marketing and like how why it is in so much trend now, and even after the COVID, it has like boosted up.
Yeah. So, digital marketing is basically marketing. What is marketing? Marketing is knowing your product and telling people what your product is. And in every step of in every step of business or production, marketing is involved. You need from just idealizing your product to actually selling it or sending it in the market. Marketing is everywhere. When you think of a product, you need to think that does people need this, and that's what marketing is: understanding the problem of the people. And from last 20 years, you can say, like 20 to 25 years back, when internet came into existence,
Right.
it was kind of turning point for everybody. Like then social media came up, like from back 15 years, you can say, social media came into existence. When Facebook came, like everybody, like after 2 years of Facebook, there were like so many people using Facebook that people just came into like कि यार सारे
Okay, let's
Facebook.
involve into Facebook, and let's try to involve our business into online space or a digital
Yeah,
space.
if everybody's at one place, that is Facebook, why not our business? Why not bring our business over there, so that in
Right.
small, in less time, in less like amount of money, spending less amount of money, why not cover the whole geography, whole world?
Right.
That's the main aim of digital marketing. Using less money, you spending less amount of money and reaching more people, and that to more targeted people. That's the main aim of digital marketing actually. And why it is so much in boom is because everybody wants to save money. Who doesn't want to save money on
Right.
like marketing? And who don't want to reach more and more number of people in less time? We can see like overnight people get sensational on social
Right.
media.
So
That's the beauty
yeah,
of social marketing.
yeah, because like yeah, the power of social media is like undebatable, and we cannot even like visualize the impact that it can create over the mind of people.
Yeah,
Like
and
you can even send a
we
yeah, yeah,
can see
please,
that
please.
how much website is helping us. Before website came into existence, or we didn't knew that much, we were not using that much of it. People used to go to shop or call different kind of people just for one single thing, that should we buy this, or should we do this, or should we. Now, for any, if you want to take admission in any university, all you need to do is just open their website and check and compare. It
Right.
made our life so
And
easy.
like it has also like replaced in some way the yellow pages that our like parents and grandparents used to have a list of whole encyclopedia of numbers, and sometimes
Yeah,
they work, sometimes they don't, but now you can visualize whole of the shop into your phone, and the product catalog you can just go through it through your
exactly,
WhatsApp
exactly.
and Instagram.
That actually made our life so easy. My father, like 2 days back, he told me to create a catalog, and I just
Hello.
in fun, I just asked if there was no internet, what would you have done? And he was like, we can't just imagine that time, that thing, like when they have used there was no internet, and they were just actually going to person, doing n number of tours in just 1 month, and going and giving them the catalog. "Okay, just look at our
Right.
product and see if you want this or not." Now just they don't have to do that much number of tours. They just have to use WhatsApp and send their catalog. It's that easy.
So basically, the reach is also multiplied, and just by a click, you can just send information to millions and billions of people all around the world, and
Yes,
telling about your shop, telling about the specialty you deal in, and then the role of freelancers also came in. Like for example, a person sitting in India can serve a problem, maybe a physical or a creative one, uh, for a client sitting in US, Europe, or anywhere in the world. So that's also good part. And apart from that, I also feel that you told about that effectiveness, and effectiveness of every penny that we spend on Google ads or Facebook ad, and that is
yes,
really important, because the users also get to know about the several metrics, like the age factor, where they live in, what are the requirements they have.
exactly. What happens when you spend money on, on publications, on in
Hmm.
newspaper, or on television? What you can't do is target people. Like if you are sending that information in a newspaper, everybody gets that, and you are not able to target. And that's if it is going to a person who doesn't need that product, or is not even related to that product, it's just a waste of money.
Right.
And then comes digital marketing, which helps you to target, and only helps you to show your product to that person who actually needs that or actually desires for that.
Right. So that's all about the digital marketing, and I feel that if you guys want to go deep into digital marketing, you can check out Harshita's video. She have wonderfully explained all the what do you say Instagram, specifically about Facebook, and how we can improve our what do you say reach there. So
Yeah.
she have explained beautifully into these videos. You guys can check out into that. And also Surbi, because this whole session is about sustainability, youth sustainability dialogue. So what do you feel, in your opinion, how we can relate business, because digital marketing is ultimately helping the business, so how we can relate business with sustainability?
In sustainability, there is a point for humans and economic,
Right.
right? In sustainability, we talk about economic development, and when we talk about economic development, in for a country, the most GDP is being given by its entrepreneurs, its businesses. In India itself, there around hundreds of startups opens in just startups gets opened in an year, hundreds of.
Right, right. And many
And
of them have become unicorns and all that. We are just seeing in the news and all that.
exactly. So uh, when that things we see, business is very much about sustainability, and if we want to run our business in for long term, sustainability is important. And there is a term called sustainable marketing.
Okay. And
Yeah,
what's
there
that?
is sustainable marketing. Basically, what marketing is. I've told that before also.
Right, right.
Generally, people think that marketing is all about profitability, but
Hmm.
that's not true. Taking care of human needs is basically, and solving them is basically what marketing or a business is. And when we solve human problems, that sustainability is over there. No business will work if they're not solving a problem, they're not solving an issue. And a business, when it's business is working, it should make sure that it changes with time, it changes with trends. uh, you can say, for an example, you can take an example of Nokia. It was not it was when we was not able to change itself with the time. At one point when we were kids, Nokia was so famous. You can remember everybody was
Hmm.
having that
Right, right,
button wala phone. So everybody was using, but in just span of 2-3 years, it was completely vanished from the market.
right, right,
It was not able to hold that sustainability. It was not able to hold that trend. It was not able to solve the people of problem of people which other companies started doing.
and I also believe, Harshita, that you may agree with this point also, that with the help with the new trending era in which we live in, there's also marketing related to green, that focus on green, usage of green products, like
Yes,
harming less of animals, less of trees, and using sustainable ways of creating products and services. So I also feel that with the use of digital mediums, it have amplified the what do you say amplified the ways in which the business perceive their products and services.
definitely. What happens is, for a company, sustainability is so much in trend among youth. People are turning vegan, just
Right,
believing
right,
that
right,
it's
right,
sustainable, it's
right,
helping animals. So companies are understanding that, entrepreneurs are understanding that, and they are coming with that they are coming with that ideas. Even latest example of Apple is trying to reduce the usage of carbon, because some of its partners are 100% sustainable. They are supporting 100% of sustainability. So by 2030 they are they have planned that they will minimize the carbon that much, that if it's very very necessary, except that they will not use that.
I think
And for
it's a year 2030 or 2050. They have, I read somewhere it is like they want to be carbon negative or like
yes, by
some sort
2030,
of that.
it is by
Okay,
2030 they want to be like remove usage of carbon from their
okay,
products. And for the you told about that green products. So for
right,
best example for that would be Legos. Like if we all have played with that, like
right.
Legos is very famous, so we all have played with like blocks and made Legos and all. So Lego is one of the company that that's been trying to make itself 100% sustainable. uh, if you give me a minute, I'll share a video with you. Like, I'll share the screen,
Sure.
and it's by Lego only. I'll just a second.
So, guys, currently we are discussing about the sustainable ways, and Harshita is like telling us about some cases. And
Yeah, so
for example, she told us about the Apple, that how Apple is practicing some sustainable ways of becoming carbon neutral or carbon negative by 2030. She has also told about the Lego, and she is like going to show us some examples and video related to that.
this is one of the best, like, marketing, sustainable marketing I have seen. The product,
But
the
I think Legos are made up of plastic, so how they are like doing it sustainably? That
that's the video about.
oh, that's
I'll
really
show
interesting.
it. Yeah, I hope you are able to see my screen.
Uh, no, it's not there.
Let me, yeah, now it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so here.
And Lego bricks be grown from the earth? Well, that's our plan. We've started small by making Lego plants and many other elements from plant-based material. They're all made from sugarcane that can be grown again and again in a sustainable cycle and used in Lego models like this treehouse. With 185 leaves and plants, it's the Lego set with the most sustainably sourced elements to date, which is kind of big, but it's just the first small step on our mission to make all Lego bricks from sustainable materials, bricks that are made to last and be played with again and again and again, letting the creativity of builders all around the world flourish for generations to come. We've taken the first small steps on a big journey.
Wow. So, I think it's going to impact in a big way in future.
You've
Definitely it
probably seen
is.
one of these. A Lego
Definitely it will. And you know even marketers today are using terms like, very, I'll tell you the terms, like sustainable competitive advantage or sustainable growth. So what
Okay.
these means is sustainable growth is so important for an business. Like I have given an example, I have given the example of NACO. That is exactly what the example of sustainable growth is. If you want grow, what trend is, what human needs are, you won't be able to grow in a business. And that's what sustainable growth is. Uh, in economics, during our college time, we study what is the difference between growth and development, right? So even a developed company, a well established company, needs to grow, needs its growth. So then the company like Legos, Apple, even McDonald's, see the what we say, irony. Even McDonald's is trying to be sustainable. If any I'll just give like, if there is any aspiring marketer, one should follow mad over marketing over, on Instagram. So recently they added a post of McDonald's. What they did is, rather than, plastic straws, they added paper straws.
Yeah, and also I also saw a post regarding that edible cutlery onto the
Exactly.
same page.
In India, edible cutlery is actually a product that people are doing business of.
Right, and it's really transforming, and I was really excited. I was like seeing a documentary on Net Geo as well. I think Net Geo or History TV, I don't remember, but it was like showing the whole concept of edible cutlery. And there's a person in Bengaluru who has created the whole concept, and they are using like natural materials like barley, wheat, millets, and making some edible plates, straws, uh, spoons, forks out of that. And it is really, what you say, like I thought that Indians are really good at like creating these stuff, and it is really revolutionary, if we say.
They are, even in India, there is a concept where in many canteens in India, people, what they are doing is providing biogas. It is provided by, that plan is provided by the some government department. I don't remember the name of the
Okay.
department in
Hmm.
Mumbai. So what they do is they provide the plan, and you have to invest around 10 to 25. It's in between 10 to 25 lakhs. And what you are able to do is you are able to add a biogas plant in your canteens. Huge canteens there are. And what they do is, uh, they take all the wet garbage, all the wet garbage of their
Manure and
paper.
deposits, right?
Yeah, and they make their gas over there only for cooking and all, and they don't have to buy LPG from the companies. And that's what business is saving, every penny you can. They are saving so much just on saving that gas. And that is a huge investment that, so from this, what we can understand, that people who are investing in sustainability are actually growing as a business. So it is very important to invest in a good sustainable program for the company. And what many of the companies, what they do is, somewhere they get wrong is, like McDonald's, what they did is, I was giving the example of McDonald's of
Okay.
paper. They were trying to be sustainable, but they were not able to completely. They said that their straws are recyclable, but
Okay.
paper straws can't be recycled. So
Like,
that's, you can't recycle a paper straw. We say that
okay.
paper straw is good for environment or it's
Right, right,
sustainable,
right.
right? But it's not completely sustainable. There is something like, it is good for environment, but it is not
But you are
sustainable.
ultimately cutting trees for getting the paper, right?
And not just trees.
Hmm.
What will We can't recycle it.
Okay.
Recycling, reuse, recycle, and reduce is a big part of sustainable development.
Okay.
In introduction of sustainable development, we are taught about reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Right, right,
And
right.
if we can't reduce or reuse or recycle a product, how can that be sustainable? Can be a part of long term sustainability.
Right.
It can't be.
And that was a really good insight and some like examples. Like we talked about Lego, Apple, and McDonald's now, and some other creative stuff that Indians might create one and now. So so we also since you are a digital marketing expert, I would say. So, what are the tips you want to give for a person who is interested in the field of digital marketing, and how he can have a head start in his or her career?
For that, the most important thing is to understand if you're interested in marketing or not. Because if you're doing marketing just for sake of it, that's not use. Because I believe that everybody should know, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to do business in future, you should know a part of marketing and digital marketing. Because you know what your team is doing, you should able to understand. If you hire a marketing team and you don't know what they are doing, there is no use. You won't be able to tell that if they're working properly, if you're getting any returns from that or not. So marketing is important for everybody, especially digital marketing. Everybody should know the at least basics of digital marketing, at least how to target their audience, uh, at least be have an introduction about it, at least have a common knowledge that whom you want to target on internet. That is a very big, that is actually the introduction of digital marketing. Without that you can't perform, any SEO or Google ads or social
Yes.
media marketing. You can't perform without knowing your customer or knowing your audience. So if you want to be a digital marketer, do any course. I won't suggest like you have to do a very, you can do a 2000 rupee course online as
Right.
well, or a 60,000 course is also good, unless and until you are using that in practical. If you're not using that in practical while you are learning it, there is no use. Trust me, there is no use. You will forget everything after just 2 classes. Digital marketing is a practical subject. And if
So
you're
how a person can practice the digital marketing if a person have a clarity that he is interested into digital marketing space, he want to practice, he want to pursue a career into this. So after having a course, after learning it, how he can practically implement the course?
So
What you will
first of
suggest?
all, I will say that buy your domain name, buy your name. If you
Okay.
want to do a digital marketing, just go to Google or go to YouTube, search how to buy a domain name from daddy.com, godaddy.com, sorry.
Right.
How to buy your domain name. Just buy that and start practicing on that. Digital marketing has a big part, and if you don't want to buy, just don't. If you don't even want to invest that much also, no, before learning, make your website on Wix without any investment. You can make free websites as much as much creativity you want. Anything you want, there are millions of templates available. Create your website, create your account on every social media you want to do mastery in, and start posting, start adding content,
Okay.
start coming in front of camera. I'll tell you one thing, like even I am till today, I am not like after my, like I have been doing digital marketing from 2 years now, and still feel so much uncomfortable in front of camera.
Right. Right. Right.
Because in starting, what I did wrong is I didn't face the camera. I didn't start posting as soon as I was learning. And
Right.
to create your strong profile, it is very important you start working, and that will help you to create a strong profile. And even if you are beginner, you have done 2 months of learning in digital marketing, you will have a little bit of content, and you can at least get a good internship, a good paid internship in digital marketing. And once you get a good paid internship in digital marketing, automatically you start saving your work, automatically you start getting a portfolio, and
Right.
automatically you just work on your skills as much as you can, and just do everything practical. Digital marketing is all about practical. Start doing it.
So great. The takeaways that we can take from this conversation is that first of all, identify your interest. That whether you are really interested into digital marketing or you are just following the trend, like
Exactly.
you are seeing online. And the
Exactly.
second thing will be that from the moment you are starting the you are taking the initiative of learning the course, start posting your content, start making your website, and doing some practical stuff will always benefit you. And then after Harshita mentioned about the practical aspect in the form of internships, paid
Internship,
internships,
paid internship.
where you can really create something, and it will also help you to improve your profile as well, right?
Yes,
And also,
definitely.
Harshita, just a quick question that if a person want to pursue digital marketing, what you will suggest that if he or she want to do a freelancing work in digital marketing, so should they rely on Instagram or like Fiverr websites like that, or what are the platforms that they can utilize?
I what I will say is create your account every
Mm-hmm.
on all the platforms, because you never know from where you will get work, or from where because every platform has a different client, and in starting you have to understand that for what type of client you want to work on. If you want to work with startups, that I generally work with startups, what I have to do is I have to go on Instagram, I have to go on their Instagram page. I What I do is I send them my profile, that this is my profile, I see your work. If you need any help, get in contact with me. Then when they contact me, then we discuss about everything. So understand your client, and make profile on Fiverr, Freelancer, Instagram, and LinkedIn is most important. LinkedIn
Oh,
is the key for every freelancer. Start joining groups, every freelancing group for related to your niche. Join that, and you will get so much of help over there. Lot of help, and most of the new things that everybody is not able to follow the trends, or if you want
mm-hmm.
to learn new things, you will learn over there.
And I've
And
also heard that there are some like Facebook groups, like
exactly,
community
there are
channels where you can learn a
there
lot, and some Reddit groups as well where they have a sort of community where the trending
for
part
that
always come first.
there are restricted groups. For that you need some specific, interest, or you should,
Okay.
if you want to join a restricted digital marketing group, you
Mm-hmm.
should give them, that you are authentically interested, and you are authentic person, and you are actually a digital marketer, then only you can join that. And if you are you have been doing digital marketing from 3-4 months, it is not that difficult to join that type of group. And if you don't get into those groups, there are open groups, there are so many open groups, and what people do on that group is, if they get they have some client, and they don't have time for working on that, or working for them. What they do is they just post it on Instagram, on Facebook group or LinkedIn group, so that the people in their network can give them a little bit of commission, and they can work for those clients. It's just
Oh,
what all about networking. Marketing is all
okay.
about networking. So
And
that's
yeah,
why groups play a very, vital role for networking.
first building your profile, like by doing, even I think like doing some free work, like show will also help initially if a person
Yes,
want to show his
don't do
work.
like what people sometimes do is that they do two project, then after two project they don't understand their worth, and they start doing.
Hmm.
People start taking advantage for them.
Hmm.
So that's it's my personal preference that rather than doing working free for someone, you can do, some what we say, bargaining system type, or
Barter system,
barter, exactly, barter system,
right?
that you give me this,
That
you.
you can give a shout out in return of the work.
Exactly. If I am doing a work for your company in free, I'm making content on Instagram for free. To just tag
Hmm.
me along that
Oh,
and give me credit for that.
okay,
I'll do it
great.
for free. Just give me credit for that, and
Hmm.
don't do just do 1 to 2 project like this. Not more than that. What people start doing is taking advantage of you.
Hmm.
After maximum 2 projects, if you're not getting any client or not getting any freelance internship, then only do this. Try at least for
Okay,
2 months. If you land any paid internship, then you don't have to work for free
great,
for anyone.
great. Great,
Yes.
great, great. So these were some of the hacks by Harshita Jain. And so moving on next. So Harshita, we earlier had a conversation about the mental health issues also. Like
Yes.
because we are talking about sustainability, business, digital marketing, we cannot ignore this factor as well. And
Yes.
we also know that the main foundation of any work we do depends upon n number of factors like knowledge, skill, exposure, etc. One of them being a sound mental health. So, how do you feel about that? And are there any
Trust me,
experiences you want to share?
when people don't get any client, or they have to work hours and hours, and then also they are not landing on any client, people do start getting stressed out. Even like I told you that I didn't had few clients for around 6 months. I didn't had even a single client. I
Okay.
was so, my mind was so stressed. I actually took, counseling, because I was so stressed. I was so in, that what should I do? Because at that time
Hmm.
COVID was there, and I was not interested. I was not clear in which if I want to do MBA or not, or what I want to do for future. I was thinking of quitting digital marketing. I'm like, I
Right.
can't do this. I want to leave freelancing. I just want to get a 9 to 5 job, and just work and have a stable life. And I was so stressed out. My mind was like, and even our mindset has been settled like hustle, 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 hustle.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
I didn't
Exactly.
have,
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah, that is so wrong idea we are giving, that all you have to do is hustle, hustle, but for in weekdays only. Don't hustle on weekends. I believe that everybody should, once a month, or at least once, twice a month, take to take a trip for 2 days. Go for tracking or hiking somewhere, and at least don't work on weekend. If you're very important, there is very important, just work for 1 to 2 hours. It's sufficient on weekends. You should not work on weekends. That's what I think, because during that time I was working, like I was working on my skills. I was so much working. I was looking every website, what can I do except digital marketing, because all I was doing is digital marketing before that, and all of a sudden I
Okay.
have to change, something. And I thought like completely changing, doing, makeup artist course, or
Hmm.
doing
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
something like that. And I was like, yeah, you to completely changed my line. So
Hmm.
I was so stressed out. Even I just left everything. I was not at all working. I was not at all studying for at least, I don't know, for a month. I just left everything. I just disconnected with my work. All I used to do is scroll on reels. And I was
Right.
like so much get jealous or irritated that everybody's doing something and I'm not doing anything. What is happening? So
Like it's a story of every graduated
so
person. After the
exactly.
undergraduation process, it always happen with us unless you have a extreme level of clarity that what do you want to do. It because you get a setback after the undergraduation that
Yes.
you are not getting a worthy job after the
Yeah,
undergraduation.
कॉलेज कर ले, ऐश है, ऐश नहीं है. So
Then it comes to job, then it comes to marriage, and it will go and go.
it will go on for life. There is no. I am getting another dialogue for that. Like we have, Bachna hai Hasino. You have seen. It's about your perspective. If you make your life, if you think your life is simple, it automatically, you are able to handle it in that way. If you think that your life is very complicated, your life becomes complicated.
Right. In Sanskrit we say it as, मुझे भी अब याद आया कुछ, ठीक है. So in Sanskrit we say it as yatha drishti tatha srishti.
Yeah.
Okay, so the way you think of all of the things, you attract that kind of vibration, and ultimately it becomes a reality.
Yeah, I think like colleges to start giving a coupon after graduation of a counselor coupon that go after graduation. At least you will be needing that after 3 months. You'll see the reality of life. You will be needing a coupon for counselors.
And one of the main thing is, apart from the like the funny aspect is that there is really not any practical skills that we learn from the colleges. Like for example, you know about digital marketing, you got to know about that once you learn the courses, you start applying that, etc., etc.
Exactly.
But I'm sure in my undergraduation there was a subject called digital marketing. ठीक है. They have gone through SEM, SEO, then all of the trends that are going on, all of the key highlights. That's all. Okay, so that's why the whole education system needs to be reformed, and that's why what I'm seeing is that after 5 to 10 years, the whole college system will either be 80 to 90% practical, otherwise they will be of no relevance in the future.
The new education policy that came
NEP,
recently,
right?
it actually says that if you want to do 1 year of your graduation, just do 1 year of
Hmm.
graduation, you will get certificate. And I think that is much more relevant, because I have a classmate who has to drop out. She is not called a graduate just because she has to drop out to pursue her passion in in airline industry.
Okay.
So everybody, every in India, what we do is we don't give credit to everybody. We just think यार एक इंजीनियर बन जाए या डॉक्टर बन जाए, that is only worth the course. If you are being a if you are being a DJ, or if you are being a makeup artist, or if you want to become a air hostess, that is not or if, let it be, if you want to work with your college in a restaurant only, just imagine you going to your parents and
Hmm.
say that I want to work as a part time in a restaurant, and I want to
Right.
give my college fees myself. How they will react? They won't react good. They
Right.
like, पढ़ाई छोड़ दे अगर if you want to do this type of
Ha.
work only.
Just get out of my home and stop embarrassing my family.
Yeah,
Get lost.
exactly. And that puts so much of pressure on you, that you have to do something, and you're not able to get that worth. Your parents are not understanding your nobody is, not just why are we just blaming our parents? Nobody, even our colleagues are not understanding our worth.
Harshita, leave colleagues. I will say one of the truth that even us in because we don't have a sort of self confidence. You said about the dreams that a person want to pursue. A person might want to be a air hostess, a air host. He want to do a he want to become a chef. He want to do this and that. But the one thing that I see is lack of self confidence
Exactly.
into, because we are not given a sort of a pathway from the start. We have just a small goals. After first do 10th, then 12th, then graduation, post graduation, job, marriage, kids, then their studies, etc., etc., etc. So it
Yeah.
has become a whole loop, and
Yeah.
it has
A fixed
become
path
a
has been set it for us, that this is you have to do. First you have to
right,
do 10th, then you have to do your 12th, then you have to get a good degree, then you have to do
right,
job,
right,
then
right.
you have to this path has been set it for us already.
Hmm.
We don't have a
Hmm.
choice, only we have to follow that. If we
Right.
say that we want to go differently, society क्या कहेगी?
हाँ, बट व्हाट आई फील इज कि ये वाला एस्पेक्ट भी अब स्लोली अब खत्म हो रहा है, दैट व्हाट पीपल विल से एंड ऑल दैट पीपल
That
नाउ.
has turned into peer pressure. How is it changing now? Peer pressure is there.
No, peer pressure was always there. Like from her, like I remember, like I have a 8 years elder sister, and she has like pursued engineering. उसने साइंस की स्ट्रीम ही इसलिए ली थी क्योंकि पेरेंट्स ने बोलता कॉमर्स वाले बुद्धू होते and you have to do this and that, although she has interest in commerce and all that. So pressure will always be there, but the thing is now people are accepting a YouTuber, respecting a Instagram reeler, actor, model, जो भी different fields हैं, they are now being respected and accepted. But the main thing is कि there is no sort of a guidance. ठीक है ना,
Exactly.
अगर मेरे दिमाग के अंदर डाउट्स हैं, मुझे लगता है कि यार ये करना चाहिए नहीं करना चाहिए, मुझे पता है इसके फायदे क्या हैं, व्हाट आर द पॉजिटिव्स, व्हाट आर द नेगेटिव्स, बट जो क्लैरिटी आती है ना कि पूरा का पूरा ओवरव्यू मिल जाए कि इसका ये होने वाला है वो होने वाला है, दैट इज सॉर्ट ऑफ मिसिंग.
Definitely that. In our schools today also, only top schools have this, a career counselor or a counselor in school. It is so
Right,
important to have a
right.
counselor in school, because students are doing even when you hear like when I was in school, I from that time I was hearing that people are doing suicide. When I was in school, a 2-year junior of mine did tried to attempt a suicide.
Okay,
He suffered from multiple fracture. Then in my college, I heard like a classmate of mine, after graduation, he attempted suicide. When you hear these kind of things, you understand that there is no use of taking this much of pressure if it's ultimately taking your life. What is the
हाँ,
use?
because वही the ultimate reason is that only the hustle culture and taking too much stress and the sort of what do you say, the milestones that we all have created.
Exactly.
22 years you should be completed with your education and all that. 25
Yeah.
years tak you need a job, and it comes back again and again. I'm repeating it for the
Exactly,
third time.
that thing made me so stressed. That thing made me like feel like, yeah, I will harm myself. Before I harm myself, I should start taking counseling, because I was 23. I was not pursuing my masters. I was not having a job. My freelancing was not doing good. I was not
Right,
earning anything. Like I was not able to support myself only. At the age of 23, I was so stressed. Like all of my friends are doing job, they are in good
right, right, right,
companies,
right,
somebody are starting their own business, somebody
right.
is doing something, and I'm not doing
Hmm.
anything. And I was so, I used to start crying thinking these things, and
Right,
daily I was crying. Then my
right.
parents only said me, Harshita, go have take counseling, they
Hmm.
take some therapy sessions, and I'll tell you, they are so important, and they helped me so much. That counseling sessions helped me so much. I am happy today, I'm smiling in this session today. I'm so comfortable telling that I used to take counseling
Right.
because of that counseling only. Because some at starting I was so embarrassed taking that counselings. I don't know
Right,
why, because
right,
we are
right,
so
right.
aware that we should not be uh,
There's a
embarrassed
sort of
about.
a scenario or imagination scenario that if a person is going for a therapy, what do you say, a counselor, he might be regarded as a retarded person or that or
Not
that.
even that.
So,
Trust me, I was not even thinking that. I was what I knew everything that it's not a bad thing.
hmm,
I have seen the
hmm.
movies in the that Alia Bhatt movie. What is that name?
Love you, Zindagi.
Love You Zindagi. I knew everything. Then also I was so stressed before going to the counselor. I was like, "Nahi, mama, I don't want to go to the counselor. I'm fine. I'll manage. I'll go. I'll pass this phase and everything." But ultimately, when I went for my first session, I realized that yes, this is effective, and I want to do it again.
Yeah, great. So,
Yeah.
and after that, how you felt and how it uh, turned out in your like present scenario, like how it helped you
I was
after that.
cleared. My mind was so fresh. I understood the concept of hustle. I don't have to hustle all the time.
Okay.
I just want to be happy. I just want to be satisfied with what I am doing. Might be I'm not earning that much. Might be I'm not earning at all. Might be I'm not
Hmm.
doing anything. All just I want is to be happy and satisfied with what I am doing.
Right. Right.
That
And
will sound
a
guilty.
person should, and it's really important for a person to be content with the with inner self and his achievements, and it comes back like to the self confidence part, because we all have a sort of many false image about people, about stars, about movie stars, about our idols that we may have imagined. That, for example, they don't have any difficulties, their life is so smooth.
Yeah,
So these wrong, what do you say, ideal
ideas
scenario, what,
are
right?
completely wrong. That
So these are
money
completely
will
wrong,
make you happy. That's not
right?
true. That
So,
that can give you a like temporary happiness. That can, yeah, you can buy good things and you can be like living a comfortable life, but that
hmm.
comfortness doesn't guarantee happiness.
Right. And like ending the topic is that I heard this, what do you say? You talked about the money, na? And there was a Instagram post I was going through. So it was like, and it was really good that money can buy you food, but not appetite. It can buy
Yeah,
you, what do you say, gym equipments, but not health. And it was
exactly.
like about that. So it's really important that how you make use of resources, and mental health is an really an essential part, and it's completely depend upon you. You can go for a professional help regardless of any stereotype that the your family, your community, or you, even you have your in your head. So you can just escape it, go to your counselor, search it on net if you require it. So I think for the career, you need a sense of clarity, and clarity in sense of uh, what to do and what not to do as well.
Yeah, do what makes you happy, what makes you satisfied.
Right, right.
The ultimate
So
goal of the life is to be happy and to be satisfied.
I think we need to continue this session for the philosophical part
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
We will definitely do another session for the philosophy of Indian. What do you say? Indian
Yeah, that
students, Indian
will be
parents,
topic for
Indian
another
culture.
session. That will be
It,
topic for another session.
that will be the topic for the next session or another session. At last, Harshita, is there anything else you would like to share with our audience? And how was your experience with the session?
The experience was great. It was great talking to you, Prakhar. Like after a long time, I'm having this kind of interaction with anybody, and I've never had an interaction with, starting from business, where we have started with digital marketing. Now where we are talking about mental health, why money is
Life,
important or
philosophy.
not. Yeah, we have completely been into philosophy, completely different
Right,
aspects.
right.
It was great.
Yeah, and thank you, Arshita, for being here in the session. It was really wonderful, insightful, and I must say that you summarized the whole of the topics really well, and it will really help our audience to dive deeper into space of digital marketing. And the tips you shared were really, what do you say, wonderful for them. Will be wonderful for them. So.
Thank you, Prakhar, for having me.
That's all. Thank you, Arshita. And guys, that's all for the session. And we will meet you next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Till then, stay safe, take care, and stay healthy. Meet you soon. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.